Well, welcome everybody to South Charleston Public Library's Family Fun Fest. This week is all about pet tales. Remember, we've been talking about tales like animal tales and tales like stories, Tales, all summer. So we are excited tonight that we're going to be talking about pet tales. So Olivia is our room manager again tonight. So she's going to be monitoring the incoming folks and monitoring mics and those kind of things. There's going to be times we have everybody's mics off so you don't have any problems hearing when we're reading stories and things. So let's see all those happy hands. Let's see those little library hands. Woo! Yay! We are so excited to have you with us. I'm Miss Denise, and this is Meow Meow Kitten Face.
I'm Miss Annette.
I'm Miss Leslie.
And I'm Miss Olivia.
Yeah, so we are excited to have you with us tonight. So again, remember that we do record our program, so your faces and voices will be online tomorrow morning when we post the program. So if you're joining us watching the recording, welcome. We're glad to have you with us too. So this is the last week of summer programs. We can hardly believe the summer has gone so very, very fast, but there's a lot of things going on this week, and we'll talk about that more when we finish up tonight, okay? So we're going to get started with Miss Olivia singing our opening song. Everybody sing along with us.
All righty. If you're ready for a story, come sit down. If you're ready for a story, come sit down. Let's all gather near so everyone can hear. If you're ready for a story, come sit down.
Yay! Good job. So we're going to have our first book tonight. So we'll get the screen up with the book picture and sit back and enjoy.
Can I Be Your Dog by Troy Cummings, Random House of New York. Here we go. Dear people at Yellow House, woof, can I be your dog? I am potty trained and I have my own squeaky bone. Also, I love to play. I see you have a cat, but I'm willing to work with you. Who's a good dog? I am. Sincerely, Arfie. P.S. I know every house on Butternut Street, but I asked you first. Look at that. He got a letter back. Dear Arfie, we're so sorry, but you cannot be our dog. Our cat is allergic to dogs. So good luck in your search, the Honeywells. He looks sad, doesn't he? Oh, goodness. So maybe he's going to ask someone else here. Dear butcher lady, can I be your dog? I think your butcher shop would be a great place for a puppy like me. I could keep the floor nice and clean. Signed, Arfie. Oh, goodness, look at her shop. Okay, here we go. Look, pal, I've got a bone to pick with you. Last time I let a dog into my shop, a dozen meatballs went missing. Sorry, but there's no way I'm taking in a pooch. Veronica Shank, butcher. P.S. No hard feelings. Enjoy these dried giblets and good luck finding a home. Nommy, nommy, nom. See, he's eating all those giblets she got. All right. Dear Fire Station number 5, can I be your dog? I can fetch your boots. Plus, let's just say I know my way around a fire hydrant. I've sniffed out every single one on Butternut Street, and yours is the shiniest. Arfie, look here, the fire truck at the fire department. People upstairs. Oh, goodness. Butternut Street Fire Station. Dear applicant, thank you for your interest in working with the Butternut Street Fire Station. Unfortunately, the position of fire dog has already been filled. We will keep your letter on file. Best wishes in your search, station number 5. I think we see what Arfie thought of that response. Yes, yes. So here he writes another letter. Dear junkyard guy, I'm not going to lie, you're my next to last choice, but these past few days have been rough. So please, can I be your dog? I don't eat much, and I can bark if people try to steal your junk and stuff. Hopefully yours, Arfie. All these letters going back and forth. Dear Mutt, get lost. Oh, man, that's a bad response, isn't it? So, dear last house on Butternut Street, can I be your dog? I see that your yard is full of weeds and your windows are broken and there's a funny smell, but I'm not picky, just lonely. Arfie. Arfie, soggy box in the alley, return to sender, nobody at this address. So poor Arfie, he's singing a sad song. And he's looking around and it's rainy outside. Look at all these people trying to get out of the rain and he's trying to stay warm in a little box. Oh, he wakes up and what's this? See something here? There's a letter to Arfie. Dear Arfie, can I be your person? I need a friend who will be with me no matter what. Snow, rain, heat, or gloom of night. And I see that you already know everyone on Butternut Street. I know you'll make a first-class partner. With hugs and head scratches, Mitzi Whipple, letter carrier. P.S. If you agree, meet me at the big blue mailbox. Wonder what he's gonna do. Here she is, looking, but I don't see him yet. There he comes. Look at that. Oh, does he look like a happy dog? Dear Mitzi, you know what? My tail has been wagging ever since I got your note. My answer is yes. Truly yours, Arfie. P.S. Woof. Scratch, scratch. Does he not look happy? What a fun story.
There we go. Now that is such a fun story about a doggie who didn't have a home and then got a home. Has anybody ever adopted a kitty cat or a puppy that was at the shelter, or somebody that couldn't keep their pet, and that's how you ended up with your pet? Yeah, all my kitties have been rescue pets, right? So if you're thinking about pets, one of the best places to look is at the shelter, because that's where the dogs and kitties need homes, right? So we've been talking all summer about animals' tails and about tails and some of them. So if you currently have a pet, tell us a little bit about your animal's tails. Do you have curly-tailed pets, or do you have straight-tailed pets, or what do you have? Will, Nora, what do you guys have? Can you unmute yourself?
Well, Desi, he has one of those straight tails with fuzzy. Tinks is curly.
Right.
And Panda's tail, it's really like straight.
It's fuzzy, isn't it? It's straight but fuzzy. He's got a big long tail. How about you, Will?
Chester has a long tail.
That's our cat.
Yeah.
Okay. And how about Daisy?
She has a short tail.
Is
Long
it curly?
legs.
And long. So she's got a curly tail?
It's straight, I think.
Okay.
Her fur is curly.
Yes, very good. Very, very, very good.
Okay, Miss Olivia.
Yes.
I have a snake, which is all tail.
Yeah.
Just one big long tail. She's
Yes, you do, indeed.
from my finger all the way up to my neck. Like, she is very long.
Yeah, and you'll get to meet all of our pets later this week, because on Field Trip Friday, all of us took pictures and videos of our pets to share with you. So you make sure you watch those videos on Friday. So next up, we have a special song from Miss Annette.
You know, all summer long, we've been using the tune of The Little Green Frog. And one time earlier in the summer, we used this song, and it's called the Meow Meow Song. And the second verse has a term called fiddle-dee-dee. And you know how cats are sometimes, they dismiss us. They go, get away from me, ignore me. You know, I just don't want to be around you. So this is the song about that.
So Meow Meow's ready, Annette.
All right. Meow, meow went the tabby cat one day. Meow, meow went the tabby cat. Meow, meow went the tabby cat one day. And they all went meow, meow, meow. But we know cats go fiddle diddle dee, fiddle diddle dee, fiddle diddle dee. We know cats go fiddle diddle dee. They don't go meow, meow, meow.
Yay! Meow Meow, love that. She'd want to sing it 45 times if we could. We just don't have enough time for that tonight. So we've talked about all kinds of pets and things like that. So if you're interested in finding out a little bit more about pets when you're thinking maybe you want to adopt a new pet, you can do a lot of research at the library. And this is the part of the program we call Dewey Says. And if you remember, Dewey is named after Melville Dewey, who made the system of how we catalog our books at the library. So to find out more about animals, you would be looking in the nonfiction And here are the numbers that you would look under. So to learn more about animals that could be pets, you look under the number 636. And then you'll find all kinds of information there. So then there are also books about ferrets, rabbits, guinea pigs, snakes, fish, and of course, cats and dogs, and almost any animal that you and your parents might consider having at your home. So Leslie's going to tell us about some nonfiction books we have here at the library.
So a few books you can get if you want to get a pet and you're deciding could be Animals at a Glance, House Pets, written by Isabella Dudek, illustrated by Heinrich Kita, and published by Gareth Stevens Publishing. The next book is Great Pets, an extraordinary guide to more than 60 usual and unusual family pets, written by Sarah Stein, photographs by Edward Judas, and published by Story Kids. The third book is A Pet or Not, written by Alvin and Virginia Silverstein, pictures by Laura Silverstein Nunn, and published by 21st Century Books. Now, the next book is the one on the far right, and it's Presidential Pets, written by Laura Driscoll and illustrated by Christian Slade and published by Grosset Dunlap. It's got some cool pictures in there. This next book is called The Photo Arc, and here's a few pictures from that book as well. One Man's Quest to Document the World's Animals by Joel Sortor, published by National Geographic.
So this is what is called a picture book, and it's also called a coffee table book because it's so big that you just need to keep it out and you just glance at it. And so here is a copy of this big book. Can you all see it? I got it closer there. And we just took a few pictures out of it, but it is a very fascinating book. We all enjoyed looking through this book. Okay, so again, like Miss Denise said, we were talking about Melville Dewey and all of the books that he gave us that are nonfiction. And he gave us a very big gift by giving us a system of cataloging all those books so that we can find the facts about the things that we're interested in. So this summer, we're saying hats off and a big thank you to Dewey. And remember, Dewey says for all of your fact finding. And he's also sharing with us the secret code of this week, pets, a capital P, and it's plural with an S at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So our next book's about some unusual house pets. And so let's see what's happening. Miss Leslie's going to read this book for us.
My Pet Wants a Pet by Elise Broach and illustrated by Eric Barclay. And it's published by Christie Ottavanio Books. Once there was a boy who wanted something to take care of, something of his very own. He begged, and he begged, and he begged his mother. Until, what do you know? She said yes. The boy loved his puppy. He fed him, he played with him, and he cuddled him in his arms. The puppy loved his boy. He licked him and jumped on him and fell asleep in his lap. They had the best time together, the boy and his pet. Such a good time, in fact, that the puppy decided he, too, wanted a pet. The boy's mother thought this was a terrible idea. The puppy is your pet, she said. He does not need a pet. But the boy understood that the puppy wanted something to take care of, something of his very own. So the puppy got a kitten, a furry orange kitten. Truth be told, the boy was surprised at this choice. Dogs chase cats, he told the puppy. And the puppy did chase the kitten, but only as a game. And afterward, he let her eat from his bowl and play with his ball, and they dozed together in the sun, side by side. In fact, they got along so well and had so much fun together that it wasn't long before the kitten herself wanted a pet. When the boy told his mother this, she looked at him like he was crazy. That kitten is the pet of your pet. She certainly does not need a pet. But the boy and the puppy understood that the kitten wanted something to take care of, something of her very own. So the kitten came home one day with a bird, a pretty red bird. Now, once again, this seemed like an odd choice. Cats catch birds, the boy told the kitten, and the kitten did sometimes pounce on the bird, but really it was all in good fun. The kitten made sure the bird had water and places to fly and perch, and they got along so well and did so many marvelous things together that soon enough, what do you think? The bird wanted a pet. Now, this is getting ridiculous, said the boy's mother. That bird is the pet of your pet. She does not need a pet. But the boy knew that she did. She really did. So the bird brought home a worm, a little green worm. The boy started to explain that birds eat worms, but then he decided to leave well enough alone. And the bird took such good care of the worm and was so gentle when she carried him and so quick to protect him that before long, guess what? The worm wanted a pet. What? Cried the boy's mother. That worm is the pet of the pet of the pet of your pet. He does not need a pet. But the boy knew that even a worm might need something to take care of, something of his very own. And so the worm found a flea. It was a tiny brown flea, and it hopped all over the house. Why, the worm had trouble keeping up with it. But he followed the flea and looked after it, and soon they were the best of friends. Such good friends, in fact, that in no time at all, can you imagine what happened next? That's right, the flea wanted a pet. Absolutely not, said the boy's mother. That flea is the pet of the pet of the pet of the pet of your pet. No more pets. But that didn't stop the flea, because of course he wanted something to take care of, something of his very own. So the flea decided the puppy would be his pet. Oh, life was wonderful. The boy and the puppy and the kitten and the bird and the worm and the flea were as happy as could be because they all had pets. But there was someone, a special and important someone, who wasn't happy. She wasn't happy at all. Now the boy and the puppy and the kitten and the bird and the worm and the flea were a little bit worried. None of them wanted to give up their pets. What were they going to do? The boy thought about this for a long time, and then he had an idea. His mother needed something to take care of, something of her very own, because whenever you take care of something, that something takes care of you.
What a fun story. Thank you, Leslie.
Oh,
So next up, we have our craft for the night, Miss Annette.
this was, Miss Olivia's going to put up a picture of what we called our tissue paper aquarium sun catcher that you put between two pieces of contact paper, and you could hang up in your window so that the light could shine through. And we really had fun making this one, and we hope you did too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's our last craft for the summer. So, and this is our last week of Family Fun Fest until probably late September. But a few announcements. You need to make sure that you're reading all of your books and making sure someone's getting them logged into the system, because you have to log all the books you've read by this Friday. So you have to get them all in there by Friday. And for every 5 books you've read, you get your tickets to put towards the prizes you might want to win. But this Friday, in 3 days, is the last day you can do that. So you best get reading and working with everybody to get all your books in there. So be sure to use all those tickets and make sure you don't leave anything in there that's not where you want it to be towards what prize. And then guess what happens 1 week from tonight? We are going to have the end of summer reading rumpus. We're going to have so much fun. We're back at Oaks Field this year, so everybody's outside and can stay socially distanced. We're going to have a really fun time. It's going to start around 5 o'clock. You can come and get some photos taken. We're hoping to have our police and firemen there to visit with everybody, and some of our community partners will have some things for folks as well. And then at 5:30, we'll actually start our youth program. And we've got some fun songs and dances and silliness that we're all going to do to have a good time together. Then we're going to announce all the wall of prize winners. And don't forget, too, that in between the two programs, we're going to be giving away what we're calling our survey surprise, because you've probably gotten your emails. You need to check your emails with the link to our survey. For every survey that you complete, you get an entry into the grand prize drawing that we're doing from the prizes that were donated from the West Virginia Symphony Orchestra, including some Harry Potter items, some Star Wars items, and tickets to the symphony. So there's some really big prizes there. So please make sure you take a few minutes and tell us how we did this summer with the program and what suggestions you might have to help us improve. So we are really excited that everybody came with us tonight. It was a good time. Thanks for bringing all your stuffed animals and your real animals and being here with us so we could see your beautiful faces. So Olivia, you want to finish this up with the closing song?
Yep. All right. The more we read together, the more we read together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we read together, the happier we'll be.
Yay! Let's see those happy library hands. Oh, yes. And now we're going to do the ever famous South Charleston Public Library library cheer. Everybody unmute yourselves so we can all hear you. Got to practice, because 1 week from tonight, we're going to be over at Oaks Field, and we've told them that they're going to be able to hear us way up in Morgantown. I've got friends in Morgantown. I told them they're going to be able to hear you guys next Tuesday night. So is everybody ready to count together in the library as loud as we can? Everybody ready?
I'll get them ready.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.